Monday, and we are back with our walking pad series, which happens every Monday through Friday, 6:15 to about 7 a.m. I started it last week, where I feel like it's amazing to go on my walking pad because I do that every day, and go live because it makes it go quick. So with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought that it was the perfect time to start this. So you can come, ask any questions you want. When you do see this come through your feed, stop in and say hello. And I'm just going to get my groove going. I'm going to be talking about our weekend, an update on single guys in the lifestyle pertaining to us, and my thoughts around mushroom Mizzy, and who knows what else. A whole slew of things. Okay, so let's see. Get my speed going a little bit. Okay, 3.6. I think that should be fine. Okay, this weekend. Good morning. Thank you for the love. I don't really know what's going on with my Facebook. It usually shows the icons of who is on, so it's not doing that, so I don't know who you are. But say good morning, and I will do a shout out. Okay, so Friday was Spencer's birthday, so the weekend was really up to him on what he wanted to do. So Friday we had dinner with his parents, which is always good. We always have a good time with them. And then, let's see, did we come home and have booty? I feel like maybe. I can't remember. Oh, Spencer might be awake. I see all of our cameras going. I don't know. Anyways, so Friday was like super low key. Nothing crazy. Work, chill, whatever, and then dinner. All good. Saturday there was like multiple plans going on. We were originally supposed to go and pick up this truss that Spencer wanted, but those plans fell through. Simultaneously, he's been working on a backyard project, and my brother was having a birthday party for his girlfriend, but we stayed home so Spencer could work on his backyard project, which I kind of did feel bad about, but at the same time, we've been so busy that I feel like they needed some time at home just to be here. So I'm actually really happy that we didn't do anything or go anywhere. It was really great to just kind of chill. You know, I don't know why Facebook doesn't show me the alerts anymore. It kind of makes me upset. Whatever. So I pretty much just did mushrooms all weekend. Wow. Thank you for all the love. The love and comments and sharing is super important when it comes down to these videos and stuff like that. It just gets my algorithm pushing forward. Oh, now I'm getting all of the notifications. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Ian. I hope you guys are really great. Yeah, so since it was so nice out on Saturday, we did I can't say I did a lot of yard work. Spencer did a lot of yard work, and I just walked the yard with my audiobook. And like I said, I did a bunch of mushrooms, and I just microdose mushrooms. I don't like eat handfuls at a time, and that keeps me just like a really light space in this world. I will tell you, it makes booty amazing. It's probably my favorite. So that's kind of like what Saturday and Sunday consisted of, just booty and yard work, back and forth, which is delicious. A lot of times, you know, all of our scenes start in the hot tub, which is delicious. I won't do penetration in the hot tub because I just don't like the way that feels, but everything else is fair game. I'm doing really good. Really, really good. I can't complain. kind of just doing my thing. This weekend coming up, oh, it's Memorial Day, so I actually have to work. Morning! I have to actually work extended hours on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, Friday, I'm not really sure. A lot of times my job closes early for the holiday weekend, so maybe I just work until 1. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. But Wednesday and Thursday, definitely I have to work 9 to 5, which is going to be like, whoa, a big change for me. But it will be good. And then the weekend is Memorial Day. Now, Saturday, I was supposed to do this like local bingo thing for my sister's birthday, but I kind of ditched out because it felt very overwhelming. It was going to be a really long activity and it just felt very overwhelming. So I said to my sister, unfortunately, I'm like, I just can't go. It just feels really crazy for me to, I don't know, I just feel really flustered inside. So her and I made other plans. So I don't really know what's going on for the weekend coming up, but I'm sure we'll be doing something. Morning, bestie. I don't know if he's I don't think he's sleeping. I see the cameras going off. It's possible. I know he was awake. He could have fallen back asleep. I'm not sure. Yeah, so the local bingo, I'm like, on one hand, I'm disappointed in myself because I feel like it would have been a really fun activity and something super different. The other hand, I feel really suffocated and overwhelmed that it was going to be so many hours in the day that I just felt very claustrophobic over it, and I was kind of freaking out some. So that's what happened there. And I kind of realized throughout my whole mental health journey that it's okay to say no. Like, I know my brother was upset with me that we didn't go to the party on Saturday, and rightfully so, but at the same time, I know it's in my best interest, and I'm not afraid anymore to say, like, I need a break, or like, I just can't do this today, or whatever it may be. And I feel like that's like a huge strength. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Mohammed. So for me, yeah, although we didn't go and I missed out on time with my family and maybe missing out on an activity with my sister, I feel like standing up for yourself and saying like, these things aren't going to work for me is really critical. So in Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought it was really important for me to share that although, yeah, these things are important to attend, our well-being is really important also. And I'm no longer going to force myself to do things if I'm uncomfortable or it's just out of my comfort zone in whatever way, because I don't want to get all fucked up in my head. And I've started to realize that that's okay to do. Okay, so let's talk about single guys. Good morning, John. Alright, so the lifestyle. Whether you know or don't know, Spencer and I are part of the lifestyle, and we participate in it in like our own way. We're not true swingers. We are more friends with benefits and find individuals that we could have extended like play relationships with. So the way that I work it is, if we determine that we are going to be playmates, it's kind of like anything goes, right? Like, all right, you've agreed, I've agreed. That doesn't necessarily say now we're going to play, but at any point in time that we're together and the chemistry feels right and everything's going good, well then anything is available, or we could do anything that we want. Morning, Bobby. So we have one single guy that we play with. However, he's out of the country for an extended period of time, and that's really shitty. Morning, George. Morning, Steven. I really miss the dynamic, and for a while it was fine because like I wasn't mentally right and I wasn't participating in the lifestyle. I had to pull back some, but now that I'm like healthy again, I miss the dynamics. So I really miss MFMs. So MFM threesomes, those letters really matter. So that just means the two guys are playing with the one girl. If there were guy interactions, then it would be MMF. So just be cautious of that when you're explaining to people what you do or do not want. So our single guy is out of the country, and that's really shitty. We like banter back and forth still over text message, but I'm like, when are you coming back to America? When are you coming back home? I really miss all of that. There's like compersion in there too. For those of you that don't know what compersion is, it's feeling joy out of your partner having joy or happiness. So with these dynamics, it definitely brings joy to Spencer. He has, whatever he enjoys. I like the whole, everything about it, the way that it makes him feel, the way that it makes me feel, just all of it. All the good stuff, right? So, I miss that dynamic. So we have been looking for other single guys. And just recently, somebody that I used to know a really long time ago reached out to me, and so, we've kind of just been chatting or whatever, and this past weekend, I kind of opened up the conversation of, like, hey, how do you feel about possibly exploring a lifestyle dynamic? And he was like, I'm kind of intrigued by it, but not exactly there yet. I said, well, that's fine, because I'm not exactly there yet either. I would need to hang out with you more, kind of chat more, lay out some rules, boundaries, different things. But the most important thing is that you're open-minded, and number two, that we start the conversation. So we kind of opened the conversation. I feel enthusiastic about it because it's somebody that I know, and I'm going to say quote-unquote trust. I trusted them back then, but I don't really know who they are now, so there's like some conversation that needs to happen, right? And some different things that need to go on. So I said to him yesterday, I said, we would have to hang out more, chat more. I just want to make sure that we're aligned or whatever. And that kind of lays the foundation of like, when the stars and moon align, then, anything's possible. So Hunter's asking if we swap with other couples. We do swap with other couples. There's only a few. We're really, really particular. I'm all about safety. And, this is the thing. Everybody has their own way of flowing through the lifestyle. I'm not that person that wants to play with somebody that has played with so many other people, right? I get that that's what the swinger mentality is, and that's what swinging is all about. But at the same time, that's not my style. So I really watch how couples engage and how they interact and what they're up to. I watch their words versus what their actions are. All that matters to me. So we have the tendency to, number one, when it comes down to the guys, finding guys that aren't necessarily in the lifestyle but are close to us, and that makes us feel comfortable because we know what they're up to. They're not out banging so many people, and it's kind of just like a comfortable thing. Good morning, love. Good morning, Jason. So it's really hard for us to find playmates because we're really particular. And then when it comes down to the females, you're going to be bringing something really great to the table. Again, it's the same exact thing as the single guys. We're not looking for somebody that is hooking up with everybody. We are not looking for everybody else's unicorn. We're really particular on that. So you'll see that it's like far and few in between that we actually have playmates. And for the most part, you probably won't even know, because I do tell stories, but I don't necessarily tell them like in order, So for instance, like, well, since you don't really know the single guy, I would share, like, if we played with somebody this weekend, because you don't really know them. But, like, if it was, like, our unicorn, we do put, like, photos up of her and stuff like that. Thank you so much for the stars. We do put photos up of her and stuff like that, so I would never talk about a play situation with her. If it's something like I just posted this weekend, like it would be, you know, a couple weeks from now, be like, oh, yeah, we had this really great session or whatever. It really just depends on the people and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we do. We're really open-minded in what the compositions would be with whomever they are, because they're not all the same, but super picky. And so that makes it hard. But everybody thinks also that if you're in a lifestyle, that means you're out banging all the time. No. We like to be naked. We like to just fuck around. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people join the lifestyle. And if you hear what I'm saying, I say lifestyle. I don't say swinger, because I think that there's a huge difference. Many people now are just part of the lifestyle, not necessarily swinger. You know, if you're part of the lifestyle, there's a lot of different ways to go about things. A lot of people need friends with benefits, extended friendships, things like that. You see that more frequently. If you're a swinger, you don't really need that chemistry, and you're more inclined to just have some sort of interaction, and that's totally fine. It's just really identifying who and what you are and what you want. And staying true to that too. Staying true to your boundaries, not branching out. All of that stuff is really important. So many people sway on their boundaries, and I just don't understand. A lot of people say yes to things that they don't really necessarily want. I don't understand that either. You know, this is my body. I want to be happy. So I don't do anything that's going to make me uncomfortable. Going. So I do these every Monday through Friday, starting at 6:15. So you could start your morning with me. You can go on a walk and put me in your ears with your earbuds. You could go on your bike at home and exercise. You could go on your treadmill at home and exercise, and we could do this together. Really important. And then also, if there's topics you want to hear me talk about, you can put them in the comments below, or you can send me a message, and I will tackle it on the next day and make sure I incorporate that. So we are scheduled to have a get-together at our house on the 30th, which is more of a backyard, low-key event, way different than our club events. It's like we promote for the backyard party, but not completely. We're kind of like up in the air on how we're handling it, but if you want the details on that, you can send me a message or drop a comment below also. I have all the besties coming to town, which I'm super excited about. It will be just one full weekend of shenanigans, which is always the best. Makes me so happy. Oh, thanks for your love. We're going to be trying all sorts of different dips and different things too, which I'm really excited about. You know, we try to make it super fun. And those weekends are the best because we just wake up and start just partying. So I'm really excited for them to come to town. So it'll be actually, we've got a lot happening. Starting Memorial Day starts like all the summer fun shenanigans. And you can't beat that. Did you guys all have a good weekend? Oh my god, I was laughing because like last week sometime, my dad joined one of my lives here, so I sent him a message. I was like, oh, I was chuckling when I saw you come through my feed on my thing. And he's like, I didn't know what it was. He's like, I quickly clicked off. Alright, going strong. 20 minutes. Good morning. Welcome to today's live. This is your Monday Mizzy motivation to get moving, get your shit together, and to have a splendid week. I woke up around 5 o'clock this morning, had my coffee, journaled a little bit, and kind of got myself all together. I feel super refreshed because I did nap a lot this weekend. That's what really great booty and mushrooms do. Make Mizzy go sleep. Spencer busted his bum out there. He built like these new flower beds and whatever. I hate that it doesn't show up top who's watching and stuff anymore. It's really annoying, but that's right. Done nothing more than a mile. So if you're new here, I always get 10,000 steps. So that's why I started. Well, I have been walking in the morning, but the reason why you're with me is because I feel like it makes the morning go faster. And getting the 10,000 steps in a day is a lot of fucking work. So I do it in the morning, I walk on my lunch break, and then I walk when I get home. I was doing afternoon sessions. I'm more of a morning girl, and I love the morning much better than the afternoon. Plus the afternoon, I feel like I can keep flowing into all my adult activities I need to do. Marvin says, so beautiful. Come to Atlantic City. Oh, we haven't been to Atlantic City in so long. And this G Creepy says, I did yard work and mushrooms. See? Doing yard work and mushrooms together is amazing. It just makes everything a little bit more vibrant. Good morning, Frank. I just put my audiobook on and I walk circles in my yard. I do my thinking, and then kind of just whatever. It's really great. It was really great to just kind of decompress for real. Amazing. It's such a huge schedule change for me, having to work outside of the house, and I just hit my 2 months. It's a big change, not only was I starting, a whole new chapter, but it's a lot, when you go from being by yourself all the time and not doing much of anything, truthfully, to having to do, it's not so much, but it's so much different for me. It's been an adjustment, right? So, not only is it work, but also to, the weekends, we weren't going out or doing things because I just was not in a functional place to do anything. So now we are also going out and doing things. So a combination of all of it, I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. So this weekend, I didn't feel bad for just chilling, sleeping, doing my thing, and kind of just finding my own way. Really important. Which podcast are you listening to? I recently just discovered 2020, Dateline. Good morning, Larry. You just finished your workout? You go. Yeah, so not only did I do the treadmill just recently, I started doing some weights too. I was trying to go to the gym, but them fuckers, I don't really like going to the gym. I'd rather just be on my own, do my own thing, and be in my own space. So today I think I'm going to fast, kind of detox from all the weekend treats and stuff, kind of get back on track. That's kind of become my Monday normal now, is kind of fasting, just so I can kind of take a break. Monday through Friday, we're really good on what we eat, and then the weekend comes. This past weekend, I ordered chicken tacos. Last night we had Chinese food, so kind of just like to do a little belly pause. And then today, after work I'll go food shopping and just pick up all the necessary things that we need for the week. I think I'm going to make turkey meatballs in a lot of different ways, keep it simple, and then also just make I've really been digging like a vegetable salad for lunch every day, so I'll pick up the materials for that, kind of meal prep that, nothing crazy. I think for my weekday desserts, I'm going to get some cottage cheese and yogurt and switch up some nighttime snacks with that stuff. So we'll see. Good morning, Thomas. I hope that you're feeling well and getting back to good standings. Yes, good morning. Good morning and good morning. You know, I was like so pleasantly surprised. I put up a discussion question. Oh, okay, listen. So for those of you that are also flowing through here, make sure you go to my feed. I have so many different questions and interactive things that I would love for you to engage in. Most recently was about natural makeup, or whether you prefer a woman with makeup or not makeup. Now this stemmed from Friday. Somebody at work was like, because I didn't really wear much makeup on Friday, they were like, why do you wear makeup all the time? You don't really need it. And I was like, oh, I was kind of surprised and taken back by the comment, but kind of got me thinking, like, what is everybody else's perspective? So I put that conversation thread up on Friday, and I was so surprised that so many people rather an all-natural woman. So I think maybe this week I'm going to play around with like some natural looks, go lighter on the lipstick, see where it takes me, play around a little bit. But I wear makeup just because I think it's fun. And I think it's like, every day you get to create a different character. So I think it's great. Thomas, I'm really happy to hear that. Take it easy still though. Don't be crazy. Okay. We are almost to the finish line here, guys. I think I'm just going to do 30 minutes because I want to make my shopping list and kind of prepare for the rest of the day. And then I know Spencer is kind of moving around in there, so he definitely wants to get on here. Let's see. Let's see how far we've come. Oh, 27 minutes, just a few. You're welcome. I love that you guys do join me in the morning because it really does make this go so much better. Good morning, PJ. So much better. And I love getting back into the flow of it myself. I miss the lives. My bestie said, she's like, oh, I know you really are feeling better because you're doing your lives again. I was like, well, two birds, one stone, kind of tackling getting my healthy on, all while kind of doing my Mizzy thing, Thinking about changing my name back to Mizzy Bender from Mizzy B, but I don't know. Aw, you're really kind. Thank you. Okay. I think I'm gonna... Alright, you guys. This is my morning walk for the day, so be sure to hit follow if you want to hear any topics. It doesn't really matter what it is. Drop a comment or send me a message, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Until next time.